Tag to homeschooling.
Tag.
Coming back
From
to
Homeschool Mom Tag.
Mom Tag. Tag you poo.
Back from
Homeschool.
Mom Tag.
Back to homeschool Mom Tag.
Uh.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Okay, so this is a mom tag that was created by Michelle over at A Common Life and Heidi from Boy Boss Mama. So I wanted to go ahead and jump in with the 10 questions for the Back to Homeschool Mom Tag. Okay, so for some of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Alex. I am a homeschooling mom of 3, an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. We are secular homeschoolers. We've been homeschooling. This is our 2nd year. We started our second year of homeschooling on the 1st of August. And it has so far gone amazingly, way better than I was actually anticipating. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the questions. We actually homeschool year-round, and we decided to homeschool year-round pretty much from the beginning of last year. So this is our 2nd year homeschooling year-round. The way that I homeschool August to July, and we do take a few days off in July, the last week of July. This year we actually took the last 2 weeks of July off, and then we started back up on the 1st of August. And pretty much all of July I was just trying to catch up with some of the stuff that we had been really behind on. But we do homeschool year round. I prefer it. I love it. The way that we do it is, or the way that I set up our school year is, we do approximately 3 weeks on, 1 week off. 3 to 4 weeks on, I should say. 3 to 4 weeks. So some months, certain months we go 4 weeks, and then some months we do 3 weeks. But every month I try to definitely give ourselves at least 1 week off every single month. And that is just to avoid any kind of burnout from the kids or any kind of burnout from myself. We did it that way last year, and we are definitely doing it again that way this year. I really do love that type of schedule. I know a lot of people that homeschool year round, they tend to year round about 6 weeks on with 1 week off. For me, I just feel like giving ourselves that 1 week off every single month really helps, and we still come up to about 40 weeks in our school year. So our Texas requirement is 36, so we still fall a little above what we're supposed to be doing for our Texas state requirements, which is totally fine. So I'm okay with that as long as the kids are learning. We do homeschool in Texas. Texas is actually very relaxed when it comes to homeschooling. So I don't have to meet with anybody. I don't have to set up any portfolios for anybody. It's pretty much, you know, they kind of leave it up to you to do what you're supposed to be doing. So now question number 2. We don't have any back to school traditions. I tend to do a picture every year with the kids, just like a little back to school picture. But when it comes to doing anything else during class time or after, not really, just because we never really stop. So it just kind of goes on from July into August. So I haven't really thought of any back to school tradition. I think I incorporated with our art in the sense that I did it last year, where I had them do pretty much, when it comes to art, I had them do a self-portrait in the beginning of the school year and a self-portrait at the end of the school year. And this year I decided to create my own art curriculum. And what I decided to incorporate is a self-portrait at the beginning of the school year, one in the middle, and one at the end. And I just like it that way because we're very big into art, and I feel like self-portraits, when it comes to kids, it's almost like a little look into how they see themselves. And I really do like, you know, just to go into their little minds and see how they see themselves. So I guess that would be like somewhat of a tradition, in the sense that I really do like to see them doing self-portraits of themselves. Just like that, I feel like I can compare how they saw themselves in the beginning, in the middle, and the last day of, towards the last day of school. So that might be somewhat of a tradition that I might start a little bit more, or get more into, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. So number 3. What do I look forward to the most? I would just say completing everything. I think this is last year, I guess I'm learning from my mistakes. I'll start there. I'm learning from my mistakes, and I feel like I made a lot of mistakes last year when it came to homeschooling, when it came to purchasing curriculum, when it came to pushing certain things on the kids. I have definitely learned from my mistakes, and I feel like this year I'm looking forward to them just completing their work, because last year I switched out so many times, like all the curriculum that they were doing at the beginning of the school year. By December, I switched everything out, and then again, like in right towards the end of the school year, I took out a bunch of things and then added some other things, and I feel like we never completed anything. Like seriously, nothing that we started last year did we really complete, besides like Vincent's, my 8-year-old's handwriting, but I wasn't even really teaching him anything when it came to penmanship. It was just kind of like, here, do the pages. Where this year I feel like we started off so strong, and the boys and even Evelyn, they're enjoying all the curriculum, and they're really enjoying everything that we're doing and how we're doing it, that I'm really just looking forward to completing everything. So I don't know, I mean, I guess, yeah, so completing all of our curriculum. Okay, number 4. My favorite part of back to school planning would just have to be going through the curriculum, just going through, just looking at the curriculum, going page to page. I don't plan way ahead, I plan week to week. So when it comes to that, I just like getting the curriculum, and I just like looking through what we're going to be doing for that school year. So maybe just that, just looking through the curriculum, because it makes me real excited. Okay, so number 5. Early bird depends. When it comes to curriculum, a lot of stuff doesn't really go on sale. So not really. Curriculum, I do like to purchase it. Like for instance, this year, I want to say that by February, March, I was already purchasing curriculum for this school year. So I was a little early when it comes to that. When it comes to school supplies, no. Because I'll buy stuff throughout the year when it goes on sale, and I know that usually most stores after Labor Day. And I know I got this information from someone once I was doing my research last year, before I started homeschooling. I had done my research, and I know that I got it from a YouTube mom that had already been homeschooling, and she mentioned to wait till after Labor Day because everything went on sale and clearance. So I decided to go with that, and I did get a lot of stuff on sale, but I also waited for after Labor Day, and then my mind was just blown as to how inexpensive things get after Labor Day. So this year I am definitely waiting till after September 5th to really purchase anything, because I know that's when a lot of the stores are going to go out, they're going to have things on sale. So here's number 6. My favorite deal or find that I purchased this year, I would have to say my little math manipulative bags. And if you guys haven't seen it, I posted it in a shopping haul from a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now. At Goodwill, I found, and I don't have it because I pulled all the manipulatives out, but I found this math manipulative bag, and I found 2 of them, and they were just filled with math manipulatives. And I got them each for $4, and I want to say that that was probably one of the awesome deals that I did find this year. And I'll try to link that video in the description box with that little shopping haul to show you guys the little math manipulative bags that I found. But yeah, I would have to say that. Number 7. I make my own planner. I don't know. I haven't really found a planner that I like. And then even with some of the reviews that I see of people with their planners, they always customize them and add stuff or take things out, and they're real expensive sometimes. So I just feel like, for what? So I just make my own. So I make my own planner. So I make my own planner. It's just easier. I don't feel bad if I have to add or take out pages, because they're all pages that I've created myself, or I can easily pull them out or make copies of them if I need extra ones. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I definitely prefer this. Okay, so number 8. I tend to take time every day right after school. Usually we'll complete school by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock at the latest. And usually I'll just take a few moments before I have to make dinner and really just organize whatever I have to organize or plan out for the next day or the next week. Like I said, I only plan week to week. So even if, for instance, this is this week, next week is blank. I haven't planned for next week yet. I'll probably either, if I find time on, I probably won't have time on Sunday, but I'll probably, since I know I have something to do on Sunday, so because I know that, I'll try to find either a moment in the morning on Saturday or Saturday night to just kind of plan for that week. So I'll just find little gaps in my day to organize or plan. And like I said, usually every day after class, I'll try to go around the classroom and organize, put things away, wash whatever I need to wash, set up Evelyn's tray stuff. And that still gives me time to go down, hang out with the kids for a little bit, make dinner. 2 days out of the week, my husband goes to the gym. So on those 2 days, I usually don't make a big dinner. I'll make just a little sandwich or something for the kids. I generally don't have a big meal on those days. And then the other 3 days that my husband's home, obviously I'll cook dinner. But on those days especially, I know that I have extra time to really plan. So any kind of special planning that I have to really make, that I know I really need to sit down and write in my planner or map out lesson plans, I'll try to do them on the 2 days that my husband goes to the gym, because it just makes it easier on me. When he's home, he does like, to spend time with us. So with that being said, I'll just kind of sit with them. We'll watch TV together. We'll have snacks. We'll have dinner, whatever it might be. But like I said, the 2 days he goes to the gym, I have all the time until he gets home to really just do whatever and just focus on myself, focus on what I need to plan for any kind of lessons or anything like that. Number 9. I did a lot of things last year that I won't be doing this year. I first was trying to run the school or our homeschool more like a regular school, and I realized that just wasn't going to happen. I was trying to have a schedule and do math from 9 o'clock to 9:30, and from 9:30 to 9:40 squeeze in a craft or whatever, and I just realized that just wasn't working out. Also pushing certain curriculums that I felt like at the time I thought my eldest son was ready for, and he wasn't, and it was stressing him out, and then it was stressing me out because then he wasn't completing certain worksheets or whatever. And I think just pushing things on them that they're not enjoying. I feel like this year I did allow my kids to really look at the curriculum that they were going to be doing, really look at it. I really kind of just showed them what it was about, what we were going to be doing, just to allow them to see it and make the decision if they're going to enjoy it or not, and have a little bit of a say. And I feel like I should have done that last year, because I did purchase a lot of curriculum that they just weren't enjoying. And for the sake of trying to complete it, I was just making them suffer, because I was like, well, I spent all this money on this. I need for you to finish it. And it was just, So I decided not to do that this year. And I feel like everything so far has been so enjoyable for them that I'm definitely going to stick with everything that I'm doing this year for the following years. And I know a lot of other homeschoolers there's a lot that do more of like a schoolhouse approach, but I really got motivated by watching Michelle over of A Common Life and how she runs her homeschool. And it really motivated me to really just adapt that form of structure, I guess that type of schooling. I don't know how, I guess that's, I don't know. Adapt it and incorporate it into our homeschool. And already I have seen such an improvement when it comes to the boys. They're actually enjoying doing the same work. They're really enjoying doing the lessons together, and they help each other out, and it's just so much better. It's just, so yeah, I won't be doing that. I won't be making them finish stuff that they're just not enjoying. So this year, thankfully, they're really enjoying everything that we're doing. So yeah. So number 10, relaxed. I have definitely, like I said, learned from my mistakes, and I am taking this school year so much more relaxed. I'm not pushing the 9 to 1 and we got to finish this now, and you know, we take breaks from stuff, and it's okay. And if we don't get to math today, it's okay. If you feel like doing it later on today, we can do it later on. Like even today, we finished our school day. We still haven't done our reading lesson, and we still haven't done our math lesson. And that's why I decided to make the video, because the boys don't want to do it right now. And I told them, I was like, well, you know, let's just do it after dinner maybe. And they both agreed. So I'm definitely just taking it more relaxed. I'm definitely not stressing over getting certain things done. I do tell them like, hey, I don't want to be behind, you know, for next week. So can we do this, you know, even if it's later on? And for the most part, I think because my approach is different, it's not so commanding and demanding of them. It's a little bit more like, hey, you know, either we can do it now or we can do it at this time. I feel like they really feed off of my vibe, and they're very like, yeah, you know, we'll just do it after dinner. Like, it's cool, Mom, you know? So I think they're really feeding off of my vibe, and because I'm a little bit more relaxed about it, they're a little bit more adamant to want to come up and finish their work before bedtime. Like anytime, they know they can finish it anywhere from now to bedtime. So there's times where, you know, my eldest will tell me like, hey, you know, can I finish my math now, you know? And that's something that probably wouldn't have happened last year. So I think just my approach being a little bit more relaxed has definitely been helping to have a more relaxed, calm type of environment. So much more enjoyable. So anyways, that's all. Those were the 10 questions. Yeah, so anyways, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.